16 éven aluliak számára nem ajánlott.
Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic guy, remember it? So you don't have to. Let's be honest, if you took Pixar out of the equation, Disney would still be putting out some damn good CGI films. From Tangled to Wreck-It Ralph to Frozen to Moana, Disney has been making smash after smash, winning over both audiences and critics. Some of them are even among the highest grossing movies of all time. It's amazing the quality of films they're pushing out. God, did it not start that way? Being Disney's second computer animated film without Pixar, Chicken Little is among one of the most awkward, uncomfortable, mean-spirited movies they've ever made. And don't get me wrong, I love mean-spirited Disney! Whether it be their villains, creepy imagery, or whatever the Christ this is. But that's not what Chicken Little is. It's supposed to be bright, colorful, and upbeat, but instead it's eerie, disturbing, and as upbeat as an animated series on the good son. How did such a thriving CG empire hatch from such an ugly, rotten egg? Well, we're here to take an unfortunate look. Let's see why our IQs are falling with Chicken Little. So the movie is so unclear with its tone that it actually has 3 false starts.
Hol volt, hol nem volt. Minden unalmas mese így kezdődik. Nem, erről ordít, hogy már volt. Na nem, csak könyvelned. Tudják, milyen drága manapság egy gyerekkönyv?
You know, naming cliches surprisingly doesn't make you above them. You have to actually do something with them. It's like if I start off a movie with, this movie starts in a store, no a house, no a bar. Sorry, sometimes I type my post-it notes into the script. So they decide to go with, I guess, no intro, as we just cut to Chicken Little telling everybody to run for cover, leading to some already confusing jokes. I guess what's supposed to be funny is rabbits have a lot of kids. How they all fit into one stroller is at least an abstractly forced joke. How's this for world building? A universe comprised entirely of animals is watching Indiana Jones. This universe is as coherent as a VR chat room. Nothing is established. But hey, a giant water tower knocks out cars honking Old MacDonald. Get it? I don't. As if all of this wasn't aggressively nonsensical enough, keep in mind, we're not even 2 minutes in. Nothing is properly established except Zootopia's direct-to-DVD sequel clearly needed 10 more rewrites. Nah, don't tell me the main character's name. I was happy in this anarchy of confusion. This is 12-year-old Chicken Little, voiced by 30-year-old Zach Braff. That matches as well as Dr. Claw voicing Ariel.
I'm ready to know what the people know.
Says the sky is falling, but everyone thinks he confused it for an acorn. It doesn't help either that he starts saying gibberish. For never any established reason.
Sokkal nagy mak. Mit mondod? Sokkal nagy mak.
I wonder what that is backwards. I still stand by Garden State. Oh! So the town makes a movie about him. As towns do. As it's 1 year later, and Little's father, voiced by Gary Marshall, constantly reminds him of his failure.
Azt mondtam neked, hogy kerüld a feltűnést jobb csöndben lapítani, igaz?
Igen, de
Tudod, ez olyan, mint egy játék, mintha bujóskát játszanál, de itt az a cél, hogy ne találjanak rád soha.
The important thing is you feel no love from me, like my audience's reaction to the other sister.
A Csodacsibe. Igen, pici metszett a Csodacsibe, okos vagy, nem írtod a pápá.
Okay, he rung a bell, not decapitated a student. Book burnings have more tolerance than this. After discovering even traffic won't stop for him, he makes it to class where Patrick Stewart plays his greatest role since a pile of shit, as the teacher who reads off the students' names who just happen to be descriptive phrases.
Veres fondorka,
Jelen, Jerkeházi úr.
Purkási toka, haladár, tőkés
Rúdkiskocsa.
Csendet!
Hello?
Hello? This is the 1950s. We'd like our cartoon sound effect at something ugly back.
Well, I'm sorry, I have no control over that.
Oh. Well, who does?
I suppose the people who made this movie.
But they made it in 2005, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't they have moved on to newer material by then?
Well, one would think for Disney.
Oh god. Disney used that joke? They must be in a rut.
Well, they will be for a while, but believe it or not, they do pull out...
Why am I still going with this joke?
Has anyone noticed, by the way, the animation moves like a choppy cutscene from a PlayStation 2 game? Everyone is either spastic or has more Molly in them than the movie Ghost.
Két csapat lesz. Népszerűek és kiközösítettek.
Move over, George Orwell. Someone else is beating you for best commentary.
Tanár úr!
Tessék kiközösített.
Nem kéne megbeszélnünk a szabályokat?
De üssétek a disznót!
Why do I feel like this world is one step away from Man in the High Castle?
Semmi baj, Toka! Csak csináld azt, amit haladál!
Waste copyright money on a song for a joke that blows? Chicken Little tells Ugly Duckling, played by Joe Cusack, that he wants to do something great to get everyone's mind off the goof-up they made a year ago and make his dad proud again. But she doesn't think it's a good idea.
Ott van a komplexum gyökere. Bing, bang, tomboló érzelmek áradata, harag, frusztráció, félelem, ego. Világos, amit mondok?
Character over-explains something that nobody understands. Classic outdated comedy. Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready? Ha! No.
Figyelj, egy egész cikk van róla a modern madárban.
She says he needs closure with his father, but Fish Out of Water uses the cards that fall out of her magazine to build a skyscraper. I thank this movie for allowing me to reference Loaded Weapon 1 by asking the question, you stole from Loaded Weapon 1? Little tells the bullies to stop picking on them, but he's flung against the window, adding to the good cheer this film has to offer. I guess this is done while the teacher is gone, but really, wouldn't it be encouraged while the teacher was there? This world is pretty sick. He sets off the fire alarm, though, of course getting blamed, leading to his father called to the principal's office.
Nézd, Csipi, te voltál Kotlik Csipi, az ász, az iskola baseball sztárja. A tojás messze esett a fájától.
That in no way connects to anything, but it's good to know the principal's as big a dick in this world as anyone else. Little decides to sign up for the baseball team to try and make his dad proud, but he's constantly benched. Until his big break.
Jön már! Jaj, Kotlik Csipi!
Elvesztük miatta minden!
Disney, you're gonna fail and we don't love you. Surprisingly, though, he makes a hit, immediately winning over the town's bottomless pit of shallow attention. Even his asshole dad congratulates his athletic achievement with passive-aggressive praise.
Azt hiszem, ezzel el is felejthetjük az egész ég leszakadós malőrt.
My love for you is like a grocery store staff, constantly shifting depending on convenience. But things change when apparently a piece of the sky falls, but he keeps it a secret so people don't mock him again. So he calls Ugly Duckling and Run of the Litter, who are singing beautifully dated karaoke. Yeah, a foot-sized joke in Frozen gets a PG, but singing about the qualifications of being someone's lover? Every toddler should see that! Or how about this nugget of family okayness?
Emlékszel arra a kék jégdarabra az égből? Persze kiderült, hogy csak rossz volt a WC egy repülőgépen.
Rossz volt a WC.
I love my kids' films to have towns getting pissed on. It really need more of that in Winnie the Pooh. He shows them the device, but it accidentally sucks up Fish Out of Water and they go to save him.
Róci! Róci! Gyere már! Gyere, tűnjünk el innen!
What was that about? Ooh, it's amazing how none of this is like the original source material at all. I hope this doesn't become a thing. Kids go into the alien ship where they find Fish Out of Water, as well as apparently an evil plan to destroy the Earth. Either that or they're just marking off places they've already been. If I cross off a day on my calendar, I didn't destroy the day! The aliens find the kids though and try to attack. Gee, I wonder if a crop circle joke is coming up. Great! Just throw a door at them and a glass of water and they'll be beef for life! Chicken Little rings the bell alerting the town, but of course, the aliens go away and no one believes him again.
Ó, ez a hülyeség már megint kezdi!
Ebből nem lesz hír.
Talán jó lesz a kész átverés showba.
disturbing, the fact that there's a show called Chickens Gone Wild, or the fact that a little boy qualifies to be in it?
3 piros szemük volt, és karmuk, és...
Oka, elég volt! Vagy mamika elveszi a Barbara Streisand lemezeidet!
Okay, can the remainder of this review just be me speculating what kind of animal Streisand is in this world? I'm gonna say anteater. Of course, he looks to his dad for support, who completely turns his back on him yet again.
Ő is szégyelli magát. Úgy látszik, ez csak egy buta félreértés volt.
They designed him with 2 apple seeds for eyes. It's amazing he sees anything at all. One of the aliens is left behind, though, and I do have to give credit that they could have gone with just a generic alien design, but they do get creative by putting Rainbow Bright shoes on troll hair. Let's be honest, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull would have been a little better if this was the alien. Thus, he ends up befriending Little.
Elvis a neve.
Itt maradt egyedül!
Darth Vader Luke apja?
Oh, come on, Lucasfilms are the only human movies we get out here. How aren't we talking about them more? But the sky breaks apart for all the town to see, and the aliens start invading, looking for their kid.
Várj, apa, mondanom kell valamit.
Mit? Tudom, igen, jönnek az idegenek, én is látom, nézd fel, ott...
Okay, for the amount of assholiness we've been putting up with, that's not enough. We need, like, the entire town to bow down to him like Return of the King. You keep getting copyrights for other songs. How about Howard Shore score from that moment?
Mindegy. Úgyse hinnéd el nekem.
Fiam, gyere vissza, fiam!
Forget it, Buck. It's Chicken Town, where they play Chickens Gone Wild. Seriously, what was that? While obviously ripping off Spielberg's War of the Worlds, though apparently not obvious enough, as they literally have to tell you.
Mint egy hollywoodi film!
And this isn't a parody of The Matrix? Buck catches up to Chicken Little and they try to work things out.
Mert sose állsz mellém. Persze, ott voltál, amikor megnyertem a meccset, de nem, mikor rám esett az ég.
Anyád, tudod, neki volt érzéke ehhez.
I'll never forget the day she never came back from Panda Express.
De hidd el, hogy szeretlek. És sajnálom, ha úgy érezted, hogy én nem vagyok büszke rád.
I mean, granted, any love I've shown for you has clearly been done through earning it, but that's not what No, that's what I intended. Oh, and he kisses Ugly Duckling because their relationship was so special they decide to spring it on you at this very moment.
Ez kibeszélés?
Now, if only you showed how it started. By the way, for the amount of aliens looking for this kid, how can they not spot Conan O'Brien's pubic hair running through this gray, colorless city? Even when they do find him, they don't turn him over. I think it's a safe bet any of these ships will get him to his parents. But they're anything like Chicken Little's dad, I'm just assuming they disowned him already. They make it to the roof and try to get the alien to the literal mothership, but they get beamed up and talk to the alien's dad.
Persze.
I recognize that number. That means it's funny. It'd be nice if there was some connection to that zip code that gave it some relevance, but just me recognizing it is enough. Writing. Words are hard. But the sun comes in to save them and returns the town to, how did Willy Wonka put it?
A régi, borzalmas kisényüket.
That is, except for Foxy Loxy, who seems to have lost her bully tomboy ways.
Visszacsináljuk olyanra, milyen volt.
Lollipop.
Ha! The little girl her parents raised is dead, but show tunes!
Lollipop.
Drágám, későre jár, mennünk kell.
I guess I shouldn't be shocked that Disney merchandising has made it to planets off the map, but having Mickey with a third eye, isn't that kind of like alien blackface?
Most vajon milyen filmet csinálnak rólad?
Remélem úgy mondják el, ahogy valóban történt.
Ó, fiam, Hollywoodban ez nem így megy.
This irony's so thick, Tony Stark is making a suit out of it. The movie is of course overblown, ridiculous, and has no connection to the original tale, and the film version they watch isn't that good either. Now you can throw your head back and laugh! I gotta give credit to casting Adam West as Macho Chicken Little, though. It may be the only funny scene in the movie.
Az ég most leszakad.
Kódlik kapitány!
Hívjon észnek. Ásznak.
And yet it's still more accurate than The Blind Side. Chicken Little, the dad, and the audience are happy with the movie, though, proving this film's moral that facts and deeper meaning don't mean shit as long as you're satisfied for the moment. The credits roll with Runt and Foxy singing a duet, because that's really funny. You know, because of all their interactions that they had with each other and now they're complete opposites. Oh, you know, the interactions like this couple seconds and nowhere goddamn else. Chicken Little, it's about relationships. Question mark 5 exclamation points? Yeesh, this is not only an unfunny film, it's just kind of a rotten film. Everyone is so needlessly cruel and not in a fun way. Had the world characters or environments been better realized or defined, maybe the meaner jokes could have worked. But it just tosses you in awkward cruelty after awkward cruelty. I guess there's a good lesson about parents and kids listening to each other, but it's done with such bland and or unlikable characters that it's hard to take reasonably. And on top of that, it's just not the story. It's like if the tortoise and the hare had aliens and the moral is never trust a wolf in sheep's clothing. It just doesn't add up. I hear a lot of people grew up liking this, and if that's the case, I can't fault the message it's trying to get across. But as Disney films go, this is a spoiled egg worth passing on. I'm the Nostalgia Critic, and next week, I better get a better bird movie. That's not based on a phone app game!
Sokkal nagy mag!